First, we will understand what is IFRS, what is its structure, and how did India adopt to IFRS. Friends, IFRS is a set of standards issued by IASB. IASB is nothing but International Accounting Standard Board, which issues standards on which are called as IFRS. Now, whenever you'll go through the standards issued, you might see those are IFRS and IAS also. People confuse whether IAS is Indian accounting standards and IFRS is International Financial Reporting Standards. That is not the case, my friends. IAS is also International Accounting Standards and IFRS is International Financial Reporting Standards. These initial set of standards issued by IASB were renamed or were numbered as IAS-1, IAS-2 in this structure. And the subsequent standards issued by IASB in combination with IASC, these were called as IFRS. So please don't confuse IAS as Indian accounting standards. These are nothing but international accounting standards. Further, IFRS also issues certain guidance which are called as IFRICs. So IFRICs are nothing but your advisory opinions or your expert opinions. How in India, we had a team called as EAC team that was called as Expert Advisory Committee. So in such form, even in the international market or in international standards, they have a concept called as IFRICs and SICs to provide additional valuable guidance for the things which are not able to be applied in a simplified manner. So IFRICs are nothing but your expert advisory opinions issued by the bodies, by the setting bodies. Further, how in accounting standard we had the bold and italics paragraphs as the important part of the standard and the rest of the paragraph was the explanation towards the bold part. In IFRS, there is no division between the bold part of the standard and the normal part of the standard. Every part of the standard is having an equal relevance. Why is this important is you should understand how to read the particular standards and how to apply them. If the significance is not achieved, you won't be able to apply the standards very appropriately. So this was about the IFRS. Globally, many countries have applied IFRS and they have adopted IFRS as it is. Similarly, in 2007, India was thinking to apply IFRS since 2007. So in 2007-2008 regime, India tried to bring in the notification for application of IFRS, for which the IFRS was first time applicable on 1st of April 2011. That was the first year in which the India had issued a notification with respect to application of this IFRS. Now, in India, what was the case is they did not want to apply the IFRS as it is. However, it is issued by the international issuing bodies. India changed or converged this IFRS as per the Indian scenarios and accordingly brought up a converged IFRS called as IND-AS. So this notification was first time issued as applicable on 1st of April 2011. But during that period, there were so many hurdles. The tax was not coinciding. There was no guidance on the important standards or on the complicated standards such as financial instruments. Even internationally, these standards were issuing changes or they were undergoing certain changes. So for the roadmap was only applicable for the SEBI. The SEBI had only issued the roadmap for only listed companies. So it was not very clear and structured in a structured format. Many companies also denied applying this IFRS due to lack of preparedness at that point in time. So at that point in time, MC deferred the application of IFRS to the subsequent period. And at that point of time, they didn't even announce to which financial year this application is deferred. So in the year 2011, it was completely like there was no visibility when this IFRS is going to be applied in the Indian scenarios. Subsequently, in February 2015, MC issued a notification for applicability of converged IFRS, which are called as IND-AS. So all these standards were notified by MCA. The guidances or the IFRICs, which I previously explained, which are nothing but the advisory opinions or expert advisory opinions, these were also brought in as a part of our standards in IND-AS. And a complete set of standard was issued by MCA and a roadmap for applicability of such IND-AS was given to the Indian companies. And accordingly, they had issued phase-wise roadmap for the purpose of application. So in this form, there was a phase from which there was no visibility about application of IND-AS to a phase where the application was brought into the live process, and the MCA had issued proper notification which network to use, which criteria to use, to which companies it is applicable, for which companies phase 1 is applicable, for which companies phase 2 is applicable, what to do about the subsequent accounting. Everything guidance on everything was given by MCA in 2000.